What's up, guys? For today's watch review, we're going to talk about a very cool looking piece from Pulsar. This is the PW3001. Let's do a quick 360. As you can see, I've swapped out the band with a NATO band. I felt like this coloration looked better. You're not really missing anything on the back. It's just a plain steel case back. No special design on it. And let's go right into the talking points, starting off with price. Normally you'll find this watch for $40, but that was a couple years ago. Nowadays it's quite a bit more expensive. I personally paid $100 before taxes, and that is because of supply and demand. I think that the market has really dried up with the 3001. I don't think that these are readily available, so retailers are dramatically inflating the price. So keep in mind, if you do find this online, it's going to be a lot more expensive than the normal $40 that people advertise this watch to be. If it's worth it to you, then I say get it. It is a fantastic watch, and it is worth the price increase, just because I don't know if Pulsar is going to make any more of these. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. Next item is this watch tactical, schmactical, dressy, or casual? Dressy and casual, definitely. Dressy, if you can find the nice watch band. It just looks very clean and slick, and I think it'll look good in a suit. For those, I guess, nerdy, chic people. And casual, it's not to be taken too seriously. It's got very simple functions. As far as tactical goes, I would say it probably could be a tactical watch. I mean, the case is all metal, so it'll definitely stand a beating. As far as the crystal or the mineral glass, it's not very well protected. So as far as this watch being super rugged, I'm not sure about that. But I'd say it'd be a tactical watch. Going on to functions. So let's zoom in and look at the functions. Function button is right here on the side. So starting off, you got stopwatch, and the start button is right there. Let's see what that looks like. So it looks very cool. And then reset is this bottom left button. And then this is memory, so you can record, I guess you just record the different times from your stopwatch, and then you just cycle through. These two buttons are how you cycle through, I guess, whichever mode you're on. As you can see, plus and minus. Timer, so same thing. Start, and then stop and reset. Alarm, I don't know how many alarms you have, because I just don't use alarms on watches. 3, okay, so 3 alarms. And then you turn it on with this button. And world time, and you just cycle through like that. And then whichever city is your main time is in, it will be annotated by this little dot next to the city. So for me, I'm on the West Coast, so it'll be LAX. And then back to main time. It does have a beep. You just have to set that. I believe it's this button. Yep. So if you like the beeps, just hit that button and you got the beeps. I turn it off because it beeps every hour, and for me that's just kind of annoying. Alright, going on to the next item, which is illumination. Let me go ahead and turn off the lights real quick. Illumination on this watch is very good. It's very subtle, the kind of illumination that I like. So it's right here on this bottom button, and just hit that, and there you go. So not obnoxious, not too bright, but just bright enough, so you're not going to burn out your retina in the middle of the night. Alright, next item is visibility. So as you can see, it is a negative display. However, that does not take away from its visibility. What you're seeing right now through the camera is exactly what I'm seeing with my naked eyes. So obviously not as visible as a standard display, but I mean, you can see at any angle you're really not having any issue seeing that. So still 10 out of 10. I mean, out in the sun I had no issues looking at the time. Next item is button and crown placement. This is absolutely fantastic. So I wear this watch on my left hand, so the fact that there are no buttons directly on the side of the case means that, you know, no buttons are going to accidentally be depressed from hand flexion. So you're safe right there. And the fact that they have it angled on this, what would you call this, an octagonal type shape, you know, it's very ergonomic and practical. So 10 out of 10 for button placement. Band quality and comfort. The band that it came with, I regret that I don't have it on me at the moment, but it's nothing special. It's just a black band. It's got some design on it. Kind of looks like the nape of an Evangelion robot, if you watch that show. But it's very cheap quality, high sweat factor, not that comfortable. Well, it's not uncomfortable. It's just not the highest quality. Like, as far as the case goes, this is fantastic. So 10 out of 10 for the case, and maybe 6 to 5 out of 10 for the watch band. But one thing I will say is that this watch is almost like it's made for NATO bands. The spring rods here give you so much space for you to put in a very heavy duty NATO band. This one's not the thickest NATO band I've dealt with, but it is very rugged, very thick compared to other ones, and it just slides in very easily. Here, let me just show you. See, look at that. So easy to put in. Look at all that space. And this is what the back looks like, if you can see that. It's so reflective, it's hard to see. You're not missing out on anything. Alright. Yep, let me just get this back on. Alright, and going on to the last item. Overall, should you buy? So overall, absolutely love this watch. Something I like about it is it has that very classic retro digital style, but it's also like, it's almost like it was a watch designed for the future from the perspective of somebody living in the 80s. So like I mentioned, the cartoon Evangelion, like this is a watch that somebody piloting an Evangelion would wear. And just like with my review on my other G-Shocks, this watch is just fun, you know? Like, it's practical, it's got all the functions you need, but it also looks cool. And it's got that, I guess, what would you call this? I don't even know what you would call that, but let's just say retro futuristic design. And for me, that's something that just really pleases me, and I'm sure that it's a look that other people seek. So, as I said before, the market is drying out with the 3001s. So if you can find one, then I say go for it. You know, price be damned. Granted, if somebody's selling it for like $1,000, then hell no. You know, it's not worth it. But even at twice the price, at $100, I think it's worth it. So yes, you should definitely buy this watch. It's really hard nowadays to find a good quality digital watch made out of real metal, and I really appreciate that, especially because it's from Pulsar. You know, Pulsar is like, it's like the Honda Civic of watch companies. You know, it's not super expensive, and the fact that you're getting something of this quality from a company like Pulsar it just makes me happy. So anyways, that's all I got to say about these, or at least about this watch. I hope that this helps you with your next watch purchase. Thank you for watching, and tune in for my next episode. All right, bye.